Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, the ruler of the underworld, and today we will be reacting on the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 117, titled Vaz Zigra. Alright, so I get that there are gonna be languages created by the mangaka and they're gonna be used a couple of times, so we will remember they exist. It's kind of like, it's kind of like Tolkien inventing his own languages, or at least stating that characters speak, have their own languages, so you kind of need to have it, at least reference a lot. But it's really weird when it comes to like having these made up words when it comes to like being actual chapter titles. It's like, what exactly was that? Was that mentioned beforehand? I'm thinking it was. Like, it's like, well, it's just kind of weird, confusing. Like, at least keep the titles relatively understandable. But what you can do, it's just a weird title, and who knows, maybe it just sounds bad. Again, like, it's difficult to really know how some of these words are supposed to be said if we don't have this animated, like, though we know how characters animate, it's gonna be difficult for us to really pronounce it, but still, it's kind of weird. But anyways, we start this chapter off with the Gilda, Zeldris looking around as they're waiting for Behemoth to go asleep, as we see some other demons there as well. We see some orange, blue, white, gray demons. Then we see a few of the newer designs, the unique ones. I think there's like one. There are like two new added there. One who kind of looks like a crab insect hybrid, and the other one who just is too far back to really tell. But yeah, we see them staring off in the distance. As we cut to Percival's weird world creation thing, as we see the bubbles screaming, "Help me! Something bad is near!" As they're moving around, like kind of like bubble like. As then we have some of them like shooting out their bubbles, and one screaming like, "I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared! Take it out!" As there we have Percival reacting to the last chapter's revelation with life spirits. As we have Zaruda, it was Zaruda, right? I think it was what he called himself, saying, "Yeah, the humans, demon, goddesses, giant fairies. We are the font of energy that raises them all in every world out there." So he's basically explaining what life spirits are. So yeah, life spirits are just spirits, but in a different form. As there we have him saying, "That includes you and I, as well as all of the guy. It's all the guys." They we see like this bubble kind of like merging all over the place. They're saying, "I'm scared, help me, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, help me, take it, take it. I'm scared, help me, I'm scared, I hate it, remove it." And then he says, "Inside there's Behemoth." So Behemoth is basically the real Behemoth is just like a bunch of spirits gummeled together. I'm assuming this is like the where the demon and life spirits kind of reside in. Like, not to say they are not human spirits, but probably like somewhere else. It seems like it's unnatural for life spirits to be everywhere else. Although consider how big the behemoth is supposed to be, I wouldn't actually be that surprised if all the spirits for all the races resides there. But whatever. Then we have a bit of a roar from the behemoth as the demons are reacting to it. As then we, alright, I am not, alright, we see one demon who kind of resembles like one of the six sets of black, and we have another demon that reminds me of some cartoon for children, but I cannot put my finger on it. I think Iggy is something, but again, like, it's like a cartoon that has like a blue cat who deals with three, I think, cockroaches or something that is just messing with him. I don't know. This guy reminds me of the fat one from that cartoon, and I can't remember anything. Like, it's been a while. Like, even when I was at the age of that cartoon, I didn't even like watch it properly. I think I only had like watched a handful of episodes. But yeah, I think that one demon reminds me of that creature or that cockroach or whatever it was. As then we have one of the demons reacting with, "It's shaking more than ever. This scream like it could tear the demon world apart." Oh, so much in Boo's here. There's also saying, "And all we can do is trust our savior." So yeah, we get that reminder, as then we have Zil just telling Gilda, "It's up to Percival. The fate of our world is resting on your shoulders." What does that mean? If Percival doesn't do what he has to do, the world's gonna crumble into pieces or something? And then we cut back to where everyone else is. And then we have the also reactor roar as they're like, ugh, shaking out, like, ah! As they have Donnie falling down, and I believe Nausea, well, Cheon as well, since I don't see a cloak there, although maybe that is supposed to be a cloak. It's difficult to tell. Like, even Anne's kind of going down as Donnie says, I can't stay on my feet! Then we have Mortlack also going down, and well, every sound of Tomato we can see going down as Mortlack's like, is this the behemoth our demon prisoner spoke of? Where could a monster like this be? So yeah, there is a demon prisoners, which I think confirms there are more demons in the Camelot. So I guess rescue now is gonna be a part of the mission, or at the very least we know what is gonna comprise those chaos creations that we saw in Curse Grudge of Edinburgh movie specials, as well as throughout Four Nights of the Apocalypse. As then we have, I want to say Barlack or Buckle, whatever his name was again, the guy with the telescope, saying, my eardrums! So yeah. As they have Lancelot, I don't think he's reacting to the Behemoth special as much, which makes sense since how powerful he's supposed to be, because he's looking at Percival as like, Percy! Percy, what's wrong? Which all makes me think that he's not able to read Percival's mind right now. He's kind of like, wait, I can't sense Percival's mind anymore. What's going on? As he's more concerned about that. And I'm like, hey, come back to us, Percival! Which kind of sounds like he's dead or something. As Anne and Lancet also react to it. Then we have another shot where we see just the roar, which is a very nice like visual because we have it shown like it's not like a generic like roar in the panels. So we have the roar. We have like normal panels, but then we have like the roar going around them. Like the water Nakala basically like draw the panels and it was like roar to like just cement that, which is a very nice way to done. Which unfortunately is going to just be like which isn't gonna really look as good in the elements that like it's actually you can actually have the roar in it. As then we have we kind of fade away from Albion's head, then a bit more of the body, and then completely away to see just how reaching that is. Then we get this roar again, which I actually think that this chapters were all like down first, and then it was like on top of it connecting, like it was like woo. So yeah, then we get another shot of how wide away this is. I think another shot that's meant more to like show just the sheer size of him because we're kind of slowly fading away. And then we get like a proper like in universe now fight version of how big the behemoth is, and yeah, this creature is like it's easily one of the biggest creatures in the world because we get like okay, like because it's like like Albion when Lancelot said this is like an ant to a behemoth, he wasn't joking. Like it really is. I think even ants would probably be bigger size comparison than the what. Well, like ants, I would say probably bigger than behemoth itself. Honest, looking at him right now, but yeah, this is a really good size showing, which again makes me kind of wonder when did they enter it. The fact that they know it's not as if the whole demon realm is on the behemoth's back or something, which I would honestly be surprised by it. I mean, Albion's are fucking ants. And Albions are, I think, like some of the biggest creatures in the world, in certain sense. So, yeah, you would think that Albions would just be too big. But anyways, then we cut back to the inner world as they have Chibi Percival saying, sorry, I'm a spirit? Oh, come on, that's just silly. Talk, isn't it? I mean, no way. Listen, my name is Percival. Okay, I'm a person. My grandpa raised me on God's finger for the past 16 years. As there we have Zaruda just playing with, nope, you simply entered the mind of a human being named Percival. So he's basically explaining to him what he is. In case anyone was like to clarify to people, well, clarify to people. As there are Percival being a bit more, alright, I'm angry. Because again, like he's basically being not, because I don't know why he's so against this statement. But I mean, he knew that he was a bit weirder compared to the rest, but regardless, Percival is trying to like kind of deny that. And then Zoda explains to him, usually we are like this, no shape or individuality. You were aware of this too back when you were human vassal, when your human vassal was a baby. So basically, the reason why Percival acts differently than he does now is mostly because of the fact that is because Percival was aware of what he was when he was a baby, but now he doesn't. Which is, to be fair, is explained luckily for us all. Although if you find out, he just did act like a baby when he was, a toddler. I believe in the volume 1 actually we already have him like a toddler, as he's playing with Varghese. So yeah, I guess he was like playing along. Like it was like one of those, well, sucks. I'm not possessing a human body. Well, human toddler. What to do? Well, I guess I'm gonna play the role of that, and he just kind of grew into it. Maybe. Then we have Percival. Here we have a flashback with Percival running after Varghese, which I think Varghese actually looks a bit smaller now for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's like just to. Maybe just. I don't know why, it just feels like Varghese is a lot smaller than he usually is. Maybe he also grew a bit when Percival was growing a bit. Maybe he is just getting physically superior or something. I don't know, really. As they have, Aruda was saying, but being raised with so much love implanted you with emotions a spirit would normally never have. Over time, you mistakenly thought of yourself as human and lost your spirit memories. So yeah, like I said, he was raised just like a baby, and then eventually, so he eventually just became thinking he is a normal human and all that shit. Which I feel like it would still work. Which I think he would still work in a like anti-Kama some way, since again like he's just a spirit that grew its individuality before he was born, kind of deal. So it's like one of those kind of things. I wonder if Zaruda is what Percival's original being was supposed to be. I mean, I heard some people say that Diodre was originally supposed to be a Percival, but well, that Percival took over Diodra's body, and the original Diodra cannot like leave. Is because his spirit was kind of like kicked out or something. I don't know. It's really difficult to really say where people are going for. Something that's I think what the people will think about when it came to the spoilers thing. As anyways, we have Zoda saying, "That is the truth. We are life spirits, all part of a great being." Great being, maybe chaos, maybe not. We're all gonna see who this great being is supposed to be referred to. This is especially since it does seem like the great being are like isn't like one sad being. It's like multiple different multiple different places. As then we have person like you're lying. That whole story is ridiculous. Really? This is something I do have to question in these universe. Always like, what is truly like ridiculous for you people? But like I get you guys like it's kind of different to really scale when it comes to like, oh, is it really ridiculous that a life spirit entered the body of a human baby and then just kind of like grew into being a thinking itself that it was a human? Is that really that ridiculous of a story? Yeah, it's kind of like in I think the most recent series for Superman where there's like one character who acts like a ghost or is a ghost, and then Superman's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not really surprised by this boy. Like I've met a couple of people with ghosts as well, and a bunch of other people, magic users that could probably do something similar to ghosts anyway. So it's not like that surprising." So it's like one of those things where I really do have to question what's so ridiculous about it. Like, I mean, I'm so personal, but you've constantly been like refer how your use of magic is weird, how your revival is weird, how you don't really follow the natural uh, logic. So why that surprised by it, or why he's so angry refusing that? Like again, he's not even taking away anything. It just says, "Oh yeah, you're not a normal human. That's all." But every person will be like, "I'm a person. I'm human. I am the grandson of the Holy Knight Varghese." So yeah. Oh, to be fair, you're also the son of a holy knight, but you don't like him because he kind of murdered geese. But yeah, I get that part of him being that, but still kind of a weird thing that he's so against it. As they have after that screaming, person was kind of like panting now. As ever, Zaruda was saying, "This is why I never spoke to you before. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Not until you heard about it from someone who knew, such as Ironside. The man who made you like this. Huh, so Ironside knows what's going on here. Interesting, interesting. So honestly, I can't really comment much on it. I can't really theorize on it, on how things are gonna end up. Like I don't believe we saw. Like it's like one of those things where you don't really know because because like Varghese had Percival when he was a toddler, and Ironside when he was escorting his dying wife to Camelot. She was pregnant and gave birth to to either Dioja or Percival, but we do not know. Maybe look. Now I say it. Maybe you could you could claim that when Ironside was moving his wife, she gave birth to Percival, and that's where the switch happened. Like maybe he wasn't supposed to like take. Maybe he wasn't supposed to. Maybe she wasn't supposed to give birth to it while they were traveling into this like into Camelot. Maybe that's what's going on. But that's like the only real like thing I could really say, and if that's like too vague. Like I mean, at least we know with the story. I mean, at least we know we have like a solid basis. I was just wondering what the heck is even going on, but still, it's kind of different to really say. So, I guess when next time Percival fights Ironside, he's gonna have to force him to tell him the truth or something. I was gonna cut back to the behemoth spirit things, and they'll screaming like, "Help me! I'm scared! I'm scared! I hate this! I hate this!" As that draws Percival and Zaruda's attention. As then we have the behemoth saying, "I'm scared! I hate it! I hate it, take it!" As then we have Percival saying, "Hey, what are all these guys afraid of?" As Oda explains to him, I guess they're now calm a bit, on the same page at least. As it tells him, they're scared about the door to Camelot that appeared the one you're all searching for. So yeah, I guess the door on the Camelot's not a good thing for it. Like it's dangerous. As again, kind of makes me think that's the reason why Percival's the way it is. He was the spirit, like when again birth, the spirit was going there, but it shouldn't have gone there properly, or was like kind of forceful, or was like accidentally put in, and that's how Percival took over. Which now makes me think that which now makes me think that, or Percival's baby body, Percival's spirit, life spirit goes a normal baby not born, life spirit Percival created, went in, pushed the order out spirit, and then it was given physical form. Maybe it was that what's happening. I mean, that would definitely make sense in some way, but I don't know. I mean, I guess that would make some form of logical sense. Well, logical sense, but Varghese wasn't there. And I feel like if the way Varghese acts, I feel like he and Ironside would have kind of been both desperately searching. Mortlek as well. I feel like Mortlek and Varghese would both be with Ironside, desperately searching for the gate to Camelot. To if they were on the same, if they were trying to get, if they were trying to get to the whole process, but the flashbacks show that he was alone, so it's kind of weird thinking about it now. As the person was saying, are they asking me for help? But I have no idea what I should be doing for them. As the Zoro tells them, don't think so hard, just do what feels right. As then Percival was like, "Oh, I guess I just touch them then." As he touches one of the bubbles, who is like just okay, but this is fine. Like one of the bubbles, like right around Percival, because one of the other ones is like above him. Like they are trying to purposely avoid it. I mean, that's not the case, but so it's kind of fun to look at it like that. And then Percival touches that, and then they all scream as they're kind of bursting out with like a big kaboom, saying, "Help me! I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared!" The person telling them, "Don't be afraid. It's all right." As they have person saying, "Nothing scary is happening, and it's not going to happen. We'll do something about this door. I promise." As they have someone saying, "I hate it. I'll be all right. Nothing will happen. Help me! I'm scared. I'm scared." So I guess this is gonna probably lead to a dilemma where maybe they're going to have to either destroy the door on Behemoth's back so they will not be able to enter it. It will probably be like one of those things where you cannot remove it because then it will just shut down. I mean, it will be useless at that point. Or maybe they're gonna deal with it later. I don't really know. Like, I mean, let's be honest. So we all kind of thought maybe there's gonna be a plot. Like, we all kind of doubted that the Capitals are gonna go straight into it, into Camelot and all that. So I do kind of feel like we might be going. There might be a bit of a dilemma about. Okay, do we destroy it? Destroy it now and then seek for another way to Camelot, or do we just use it? Although, again, consider you have like 7 Holy Knights to deal with. I feel like you could probably at least capture one, and then kind of just move on from there. Like, again, I mean, it's like this weird kind of spot where I feel like we are probably gonna have the door on the Behemoth's backing destroyed. So yeah, then we have the light kind of swooshing and everything, as then we see all those light spirits kind of stabilizing in our and to stabilize, as we have Zarura telling Percival that also this is I was mentioning for the chapter, but we see like three other hats of chibi hats of Percival. So maybe besides Zarura, there's gonna be like three others. So it's gonna be like 4 Zaruras or something. I don't really know. I wanted to not mention that now. As then we have Zarura telling Percival that calmed them down. I think. As a person saying, "Did my voice reach them?" Has there seen like this very like kind of goofy kind of bobble with a big like chibi smile, like "Yay, I'm happy now. I was getting my ice cream." As they we have like this life spirit talking, and they're like, "I'm not scared anymore. Thank you. Good. I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm not scared. I'm sleepy. I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm sleepy." So yeah, like the life spirits are very childish here. I guess we now know why the last, the way they're talking about it and the way how it face they have for this chapter. I really do see why Bessa would be more against that killing than anyone else. And like again, they feel like very childish. Like, should we go put them some cartoons on? I mean, that's why there's that demon that resembles that cockroach in that cartoon. As then we have Zoe telling Percival, "You've given them all hope." As there's Zoe telling Percival, "We life spirits use the hopes of others to spread life, but we also use their despair to spread death." So yeah, that's basically the explanation on the whole thing that was mentioned earlier, like how Meadow said to them, "Oh, you are hope for us to save the world, but your despairs and deaths for uh, Camelot because you destroy Camelot," kind of deal. So that's again what's kind of like said here. People's hope from Camelot, or people's hopes from Demon Realm and all that is gonna be used to make Percival powerful, while their despair is gonna make him stronger and more deadly or something. I don't know. I don't think we really had Percival reacting to despair that much. Like there was that one time he was despairing when he thought his teammates would die, but I don't know that anyone around him affected his despair. I mean, I guess like I don't think it was yeah, but I don't think anyone was like fully fledged thinking that they're gonna in full fledged despair. I mean, I think that like I mean, there was that moment with Dark Talismans where they were talking about despair and all that, but that was so quick that it didn't really have much of an effect. It's kind of like they were kind of going to despair, but then they immediately got bounced back. So we'll have to wait and so I guess we have to wait and see about the receiving end. Right? That's the reason why there's 7 Holy Knights there to see how their despair is gonna affect Percival's power or something. I'm not entirely certain. As then we have Percival again responding to Zola saying, "Well, I don't believe anything you're saying. I'm still Percival, grandson of Varghese." So yeah, I guess he's still on that. I'm still Percival, not the lifespan or anything. Although I feel like he may at least have some point. I don't know if that's gonna be like one of those things that he's gonna try to keep a secret. Though I don't know how long he's gonna try to keep this a secret. And I don't really see the conflict. Like there's such a big objection to this. I was just looking at me like, "Fine, do what you want." As he responds with, "Well, alright, you'll see soon enough," which makes me kind of think we are gonna still go into Camelot in the end of the arc and meet Ironside. To be fair, maybe just like a way to end it. And maybe it's like one of those like soon in terms of like spirit lives, or I guess spirits don't really have lives. They're kind of immortal, but whatever. But yeah, maybe he's just referring to like you're gonna see it maybe 100 chapters from now. Anyways, they're telling him you'll see why this being called Percival was born, which I guess maybe is something that Einstein knows more about. Anyways, then we see we are back to the everyone else on the behemoth. Then we see Lanza holding like Percival, wake up! As then we have Donnie still on the floor, Chi on the floor, and on all fours. I think Isolde is also on all fours. Tristan is kind of being pulled down, as well as Nazians. As they're all, as their roll is kind of starting to stop. Now, as then we have but Donnie be like, "Hey guys!" As he's like starting to slow down, they're forced falling down, being forced pulling down. As they have Nazians respond with the noise and shaking. As then Tristan says, "It's fading away." As they see sort of standing back up. As oh my god. Okay, if you know, okay, I just noticed how this panel looks with Isolde and Anne, and I feel like we all know what the panel is gonna come out when if this panel is in the same perspective as in the anime as it is here. As they have Anne, so telling Anne, and look, and Anne's like, yeah. As they're looking around, as they see the ash that was coming from the behemoth, as it's kind of like starting to move differently, as Anne's like, the ash, the behemoth's active force, it's vanishing! As everything around them becomes more solid. I wouldn't be surprised if the overworkedness on the cover is gonna gonna change that so around them pretty quickly. As then we have Dahak Ripoff saying, Schwartz, what is this? And Schwartz is like, I know, it's the power of Percival. I mean, it makes sense. Like, there are not that many options when it comes to what exactly could be happening. As they have Mortlak react as Tomatoes like next and be like, so my brother-in-law's law was telling the truth. So yeah, again, like I said, Mortlak wasn't there, so whatever Einstein told him, but still makes me think that he was the one who brought him into the whole thing, into Chaos Knight. I kind of know that. What is now going to be is now gonna be telling the truth is was also explain to him what happened. So yeah, I guess Mola wasn't even believing him. He was just like, certainly, brother-in-law. I mean, I'm gonna buy it because you outranked me in the Kamala, but still, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. Deals. As then we have Percival being like, "Oh, guys," as he's trying to slowly wake up. As they already have him like, but well, we have Ambi like me like, Percival, we were so worried. Yeah, that's the reason why you were because he was unconscious for a bit of a couple minutes. Not the fact that Behemoth was trying to destroy them. As they have not just grabbing him by helmet saying, "You're back awake now." No. As Iron is also there looking at him, but he's not doing anything, over the top like the other two do. As Wes was like, "Yeah, listen, guys, it's all right now. The Behemoth's asleep." As they see the shape of Behemoth kind of going down and resting now in a sleeping kind of state. So yeah, when this guy makes him look like a mountain, honestly, like no wonder like the people confuse him so much. I won't be surprised if when we actually get to the anime, he's pretty much gonna be the same color scheme as the Hell or something because that's just how he looks like. Maybe like a few extra features, but other than that, nothing more. So yeah, this is the end of the chapter. The chapter itself was a pretty good explanation. Still keep explain to us a few details, but also kind of keeping a few mysteries out there and giving us a character who will explain to us everything in detail. So it's a good answer for now. I mean, we do focus a lot on Percival. I mean, we did focus a lot on Percival and abilities and past, so it makes sense that we get some explanations. And I think what being Percival is a good way to at least give us the explanations for now, and still give us more explanations later. The Behemoth. There's a bit of a controversy about Behemoth and how the ending of it, but I mean, let's be honest, also, if baby Percival was able to like put it to sea. Whatever the way it was going to be shot down was never going to be like a big conflict of a fight or something like that. Like I think the fact that this being has to be shot down in other ways is a very good conclusion. It's like it still keeps its intimidation and not kind of being outpowered. Now, as for what could happen next chapter, again, if my theory that the behemoth's the port the gateway to the underworld to Camelot is going to have to be destroyed for the behemoth to be happy again, well, remove from the behemoth and then that door would stop working, I feel like they will capture a few of the Chaos Knights. Since again, the thing is about these Chaos Knights is why will Tomatul what Tomatul, that's what his name was, the Archangel guy, that guy is powerful, so I could see him giving a bit of a fight and trouble, but the rest, like, I mean, again, like, unless if they go up against only the non-full Knights of the Apocalypse, except maybe Mortlax, since he does seem to be at least, at least decent when it comes to going up against Tomatol, I don't see the rest being much of a threat, and with Behemoth down, asleep now, and the Gawain and the demon, the Six Knights of Black now, from the looks of it, at least not, brainwashed. I mean, they could still get brainwashed later. I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I feel like the Chaos Knights may not have that ability to, to brainwash the guys. I really do not see who is gonna go up against Lancelot. So, like, I mean, like it's difficult. Like I don't see why Lancelot would just be acting like, all right, I guess we're just now going to have to. I was just gonna go sit over here while you guys beat the shit out of the Chaos Knights. Like I don't really see that why he would do that. Like I could honestly see the next chapter we have like Lancelot one-shotting a few of them, or maybe they're gonna split next chapter. Like maybe the Chaos Knights are gonna take this opportunity to like split up and then take them all on one. Like unless they do something like that, but with Lancelot there, I don't see why he would let them. Unless there's like teleportation magic involved or something like that that's gonna force different fights go on. But right now, I don't see it happening. So we're gonna have to see how this is gonna play out. Since I feel like you could very easily this because like generally speaking, if next chapter is just Lancelot, I'll be like boom, 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 boom. I would not be surprised by it. And again, I feel like this is like one of those things where if you do need a prisoner, I feel like you could take a prisoner there and then check the gateway. Like maybe I mean if Percival can send them the message of wait, but before we leave, we do have to remove the portal from the Hemon's back. We should probably capture a few of them. I see logic there, and again, like if you want to mention, oh, the self-destruct sequence, um, take her to Leona's to the demon realm or whatever. Well, take whichever captured knight you have to Leona somewhere, so they can find a way to go around the site. The the whole suicide thing. So again, we will see how things are gonna go. But I don't see what way we can have this fight between some of these characters to take very long. Especially it's only like Mortlak and Tamatel really seem to be intimidating fighters. I mean, one of them is quite possibly not even illegal, is not even old enough to drink in universe. Like, again, possibly last in 16 people. Last in 16. But regardless, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave a like and your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.